Alright, let's get this review over with. What the fuck is up, everyone? Prison Meddler here, back with a brand new album review. Today we are going to talk about Dark Angel's 5th studio album, Extinction Level Event, which came out a few days ago. As you may know, this is their first album in 34 years. The last album that was released is in 1991. As you may know, after Time Does Not Heal, the band has broken up. They're doing other things, mainly Gene Hoglan. As you may know, he's been commitments in so many bands such as Death Clock, Death, Strapping Young Lad, Testament, Fear Factory, and many other bands that he's been involved in. And as for the vocalist Ron Reinhardt, he's been pretty much quiet for most of the time. Pretty much the same thing with Eric Meyer. Band has broken up all the way until they've been on and off around from 2002 to 2005. And they finally reformed again in 2013. They've been touring on and off with some Death members passing away, unfortunately. And yeah, that's pretty much how we go. Up until they finally released a new studio album. And yeah, I have to agree with many others. This album is kind of a letdown. I ain't feeling it whatsoever. It's almost all the songs sounds the same, to be honest with you. It's not the Dark Angel I kind of wanted. I mean, it kind of is, but executed poorly. As you know, this is Dark Angel's first album to feature Jim Hoglan's wife, Laura Christine, after the death of Jim Durkin, which the album is dedicated to. But anyways, I'm not going to review all the songs because almost all of them sounds the same. But there are some moments to talk about, like Sea of Heads, which is kind of like a groovy track. It kind of reminds me of Pantera's Cowboys from Hell a bit, like a more tired version of it. And there are some, like, I'll admit, there are some few songs I did, like the opening track, Extinction Level Event. I really like the song Scarface the Room. That's a pretty solid track. And the closing track, Stretch and Tactics. But everything else is just, I'm not feeling it. Now, I do like Jim Hoglan's drumming. He did great as usual. Guitar riffs are fine. I'm not a fan of the vocals from Ron Reinhardt. He just sounds very tired. I mean, it tries to sound like that the same as what he does back in the old days of Dark Angel, and I'm just not feeling it. I think most of the band members are either in their 50s or 60s, and yeah, I mean, be honest with you, it's just really it just sounds very tired. And as for the production of this album, I find it pretty sloppy for the most part. The mixing seems like it's off at times, and that's just how it is. Like, most of the songs on there can be pretty repetitive with tracks like Apex Predator, Circling Fire Squad, Woke Up to Blood. Like, it kind of gets pretty repetitive at times, but I mean, that it gets to a point where it's just kind of getting tiring. And don't get me started on the track E Pluribus Nemo, whatever that name is, the 9th track on the album. That song fucking sucks. Probably the worst Dark Angel song I have ever heard. The vocals was terrible. The riffs are kind of boring. I mean, the drumming is decent, but no, that song is terrible. I'm sorry. That's probably the worst song on the album. I mean, it kind of makes me cringe. Now, when it comes up to the hype of the new Dark Angel album, I don't expect this album to be one of the best they've ever made. I'm kind of expecting it to sound at least decent, but no, not really. I find this album a dud for the most part. Like we waited 34 years for this, and this is what they gave us. Is the album terrible? No, I don't think it's terrible. Bad, kinda, in some cases. I mean, like I said before, I don't expect this to be as good as the classic albums like Darkness Descends and Time Does Not Heal. I don't expect this to be as good as those two albums, but I don't expect it to be a letdown either. Yes, is it overhyped? Yep. I mean, will some thrash fans dick ride it? Probably. And more power to them if they love it. But for me, I just find this album really dull. So I'll go for a 2 to 5. It's just really dull. I mean, if it wasn't for those few songs, I might rate it a bit lower, but yeah, 2 to 5 is where it's at. It's not terrible. It's not amazing. It's very far from amazing, but it's not terrible either. It's just very weak. Like, the vocals is pretty bad. Drumming is cool. I mean, sometimes it can be a little off, but pretty decent for the most part. Guitar riffs are decent in some cases, but everything else is just blah. I ain't feeling it. I mean, I'm not like pissed off by it. I'm just kind of disappointed. But at least we have more thrash albums on the way, such as Testament's upcoming album. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I know we have a new Exodus album coming up pretty soon. So is Megadeth's final album. Like, there's better thrash albums to look up to. So, as for my thoughts on the new Dark Angel album, I would probably say it's their worst album. I mean, I'd rather just stick with the classics. Like, I'd stick with their first 4 albums, and then you'll be good. Like, don't really bother with their new album. I mean, I'm sure Dark Angel fans, some of them will love it, and more power to them, but that's what me with this album is nah. Again, I'm just going to stick with the classics, and look forward to some other thrash albums, like the New Testament, New Exodus, New Megadeth, and many others. Okay, guys, so that is my review for the new Dark Angel album. Do you like this album? Do you not like this album? Let me know in the comments, and that's pretty much it, guys. Subscribe for more content. Check those videos, whatever popping up on the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, so I'll see you guys later.